Yinka Aderibigbe. He's a journalist and social affairs commentator. You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's nice being here once again.
Okay, let's start from where Mr. Governor stopped here when he said we're not just improving transportation, we are redefining mobility, we're not just managing water, we are mastering possibility and inclusivity. What does that mean to the average Lagosian?
Yeah, it means that exactly, that you have a government now that wants to make transportation an all-inclusive endeavor that will ensure the maximization of all the modes of transportation.
Okay.
Lagos is playing very strongly, is leading other subnationals in the area of rail transportation.
Okay.
Is very strong also in the area of road mode, leading all other subnationals as well. Piloting bus rapid transit systems. We should say even the first in West Africa. And so now coming to the water mode, it wants to also play massively. Don't forget that Lagos sits on water majorly. And so when you have Africa's second largest economy coming after Egypt, then you must be able to play very well on all the modes. Okay. And that is what Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu is talking about. And is building on successive administrations. Remember that 2008, then Governor, Fashola, Babatunde Fashola.
Yes, the Babatunde Babajide.
Babatunde Fashola, you know, midwifed the Laswa issue. Also coming on the back of what Babala Lateef Jakonde did in the Second Republic, you know. And of course, what the action governor, as he then was, Akinwumi Ambode, also did. So it was a sure progression for the present administration to just continue to deepen the water mode content and ensure that it plays big, you know, rather than this marginal thing that we are currently seeing, making all the gamut of possibilities on the waterways, tourism and all of that, making it all possible on the waterway.
Okay, making it all possible and, you know, making it big. Let's look at the sum, you know, assigned to this project. It is a 410 million euro funded project. This is a major investment here in Lagos from the French partners. From your assessment, what does this figure tell? Is it saying Lagos State government is becoming bolder or very much ambitious, or too ambitious?
It can't be too ambitious. A state with 23 million population and still growing can't be too ambitious.
Okay.
It just must be that other nations that are very keen, that are very perceptive, that are very discerning, are beginning to see that you can't ignore the biggest African country, and you cannot ignore the biggest subnational economy in that space. And so if they come here, it's because they see the market here.
Potential.
And that is just what they are latching on. It's good that they are bringing their investment. What that means is that they are going to invest all of that 410 million euros here. It's not loan now. It's just their own funding of what they see as the beauty of what Lagos could be. And so it's a good thing that is coming. It's a culmination of all the successive administration's efforts to make the water mode a very hugely successful venture for all players.
Okay.
Yeah.
The groundbreaking was sometime last month, I think on the 20th of October.
Yeah, exactly.
And, you know, I've listened to so much being said about the project that it might not come to fruition until the next 2.5 years. I'm worried about the people living, you know, on water now. And there's going to be a lot of dredging to create a path for this water project. My main concern now is what is their own fate, since Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is talking about inclusivity carrying everybody along. What is going to be their own fate?
Where you might have issues is the construction, as it were, of the 25 new terminals and jetties that we're talking about, which are components, infrastructural components of the whole gamut. Because we also have a supply of hybrid water ferries, 75 of them, and all that. So, well, in the area of the construction of the terminals, the jetties, you might have minimal impact on
the people,
the immediate hosts of those jetties. But I don't think it's going to be that massive, because Lagos already have some jetties in place. They already have some terminals that are working. So it's not as if this is coming like Mongopa discovering River Niger. You understand? Yes. You know, it's been working. Lagos have some footnotes. You understand? It's been there since 1983 when Baba Kekere started with Itafaji and the other one. You know, so it's there. People are already using it. Majority of people living at Ipakodo, living at Ikorodu, uses it to get to the island. You know, so it's not new. You know, so it's not going to really be like, oh, so what do we eat before we really get the dog seasoned? You know, we have been eating. We will continue to eat. And we will have a bigger feast when this project really.
So there won't be any form of displacement?
No, there's not going to be any displacement. Rather, there will be a boost in local commerce, because apart from the direct impact of job creation, there will be secondary impact, food vendors, rod suppliers, iron vendors, all of that, mechanics and all, will also have something to do when all of these projects kicks in.
I like the fact that you've touched on some of the economic benefits of this project. What other benefits will this project bring to Lagos as a whole?
Where you have countries coming together, you have EU, you have AFD, which is the French government development partner agency, and you have the EIB coming together to invest in something like this. It means that it's beyond the Lagos state government, as it were. Lagos state government is just lucky to be hosting all of this. So it means that we cannot afford to play small. It means that we cannot afford to undermine what we have. It means that we need now to make more noise about those things that we condemn, that foreigners are seeing as the gold that we have here.
Because we've heard other states, you know, especially the south states who have, will I say, more water. You know, but why Lagos? Why is Lagos getting all the benefits?
Lagos is where the capital of the economy of the country is. Lagos is where Lagos is the host of the second biggest economy in Africa, coming after Egypt. So why not Lagos? Lagos is leading other subnationals as we speak in all the, especially in transportation, in all the indices of economy. You know, so why not Lagos? Lagos have 30 million population and still counting.
It has become 30.
Because even the economy, Lagos is about 10% of the country's national. So Nigeria itself is growing towards 300 million. And so Lagos is 10% of that. So we can assume safely that is where we are. even though conservatively, you will see many, even in government circles, talking about 22, 25 million, but really we have grossed that.
Fantastic. So let's talk about safety of lives of people. Many Lagosians, including me, still do not trust, traveling by water. What more should the state government now do, since there's a form of expansion now for the waterways? What should the Lagos state now do in terms of safety of lives?
You agree with me, and in fairness to this government, that so much have changed on our waterways since it came in. Before it came, Lagos waterways was not that going by your fare. But since it came on board,
I still need to be
there has been a lot that has been done. There has been a lot of empowerment that was given to operators. There has been some stringent enforcement regarding operations of waterways.
Okay.
There has been policing of the waterways. Don't forget, about 3 years ago, the governor commissioned a control center at LASWA Secretariat. What it offers is that it can see all the water areas and operational bases of the inland waterways in Lagos. And so you find a situation where, beyond the fact that accident could just be accident, but there are, and it is proven that when you take away the human element and you reinforce minimizing that, you discover that you have a reduction in the rate of accident. Compare with other littoral states, and Nigeria has 28 littoral states out of 36.
Out of 36, yeah.
You can safely say that a rider on Lagos inland waterways can actually catch a nap while he's taking on the waterways in Lagos.
Okay, okay, but we can say that about the state-owned ferries. We also have the private ferries and private owners for ferries who also ply these waterways. Some people have suggested that there should be like a collaboration or taking over of the private sector on the waterways in order to reduce some of these things you have talked about on the waterways. And in the past, most accidents that have happened, have happened because of this private ferry operators by, going against some of the rules. So where will these people, where should they put them? What will happen to them? Or how will they be better managed?
The beautiful thing that the state government is doing through LASWA is to ensure the empowerment of all operators, to educate them, to train, retrain, and retrain them, and more especially, to give to each of them and their passengers life jackets. Ensuring that they do not go on any of the water routes without having their life jackets on. Now, outside of Lagos, you hardly see any other states that has done that. Private operators only use small dugout boats, majorly, especially riverine communities.
Yes.
So they are really the ones to target, and they are the ones being targeted in ensuring that the right messages and messaging gets to them.
Okay.
So LASWA takes the message to host communities. They go to riverine communities to educate, to enlighten, and to give the life jackets. Now, it's not advisable for government to take over private sector initiative and businesses. Yes, government could play, and they are playing through Lac Ferry.
Stylishly ease them
They are
out?
playing through Lac Ferry.
Okay.
Because Lac Ferry is the business arm, just as LASWA is the regulatory arm on the waterways. That's fair enough. But you don't dig in too much by taking over the business completely, because you will disincentivize the water transport system by doing that. You can increase the ante of regulation. You can increase the ante of mobilization and education. But it's not too wise. And I don't think the way to go is to take it over. In fact, if it's to take it over, then we will not be having the likes of AFD, the like of EIB, the likes of EU coming to play. Because it's not the governments that will come to play. It is their recognized, corporations that are partnering, that are coming to play in the waterways in Lagos.
I want to talk about continuity, because this is a big project, and what role will crucial political continuity play in this in the success of this kind of project? Because we've seen in the past where there is a change in government, and some projects are being abandoned. Okay, so in order for that not to happen, will continuity, play a major role in all of this?
Yes, it will. But Lagos has been very lucky to see that not many of our fears got to play out in the area of continuity. Rather, we have about 80–90% of benefits to derive from having the state held by the same government year in, year out, circle in, circle out of elections since 1999. That's about 26 years ago. That's rather fair a journey, And I believe that we have dug in so much that any government today will think of the bigger picture and the impact it will have if they had to stop a project of that size, especially with the kind of forces that are coming to play in it. It's not about the Lagos State. It's about the people that are in Lagos State. And you can't have a size like this and you let them now concentrate on just one mode of transportation. You can't. I mean, it's not done anywhere.
Okay, let's talk about infrastructure and technology now. There are new things brought into this Omi Èkó project. We have GPS tracking, e-ticketing, central command control, new jetties and all whatnot. This integration of technology, do you think it's going to improve the confidence of Nigerians, especially when we know how we are? Of course, the Blue Rail is working, and Nigerians and Lagosians are working with that. How will this continue to improve or boost the confidence of residents in Lagos State?
Yeah, thank you. We have come to a point where man can no longer ignore technology. And so whatever aspects of our life that we are virtually dependent on technology. Everything around us today is enhanced by the size of technology and the awareness of their benefits to us that we have. And so transportation is not going to be things that is going to benefit massively. Of course, we have rolled out some of the things that will be unbundled.
Yeah, the new technology.
And also the fact that they are going to also put in place about 75 hybrid the ferries.
Ferries, yeah.
To carry people. I mean, it's either it is electric or maybe LNG, diesel or whatever, but hybrid. You know, so all of these are going to have positive impact on the people. You can, to the point of exactitude, know when they will move. There'll be a scheduling, so you can decide which is best option for you. You can take a ride and park your vehicle in any of the jetties. Generally, it will boost transportation in Lagos. I do not see technology being of any hindrance. I would rather see the people that will man those technologies be the challenge to what technology could do in boosting, in enhancing the benefits that are inherent in all of these modes, rail, land, or waterways.
Lagos State, as you stated, I'm going to quote you now that we are that there are about 30 million of us in this state, and you know, one of the reasons for this project is to reduce traffic
on our roads.
Yeah. What infrastructural gap do you think Lagos should fix first for this enormous project to thrive?
What should we fix first? I think the first thing to fix is our mindset that they could fail. Because I believe that this will not fail.
Proper implementation. Money is not the problem now.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's where there is money and where there is the will to pursue it, you will always have a success. After all, we've succeeded in pushing the blue rail now for close to 2 years. And that's a dedicated lane powered by electricity. Lagos has built an IPP and there has not been any second failure, just 1 second failure since it was triggered in 2022. You know, so you hardly will find any failure where there is a will for anything to succeed.
So the mindset.
And so I believe that what we need to fix
first
is for us to agree with the Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu administration that is on the course of history to change the narratives regarding how we commute. The fact that we can reduce our time on the road, either of the modes, is good enough. Because each hour saved, each minute saved, each second saved is going to impact on our productivity. And that's going to have a larger impact on the GDP of the state. And so whichever way we look at it, transportation is a catalyst to the growth of the economy. And so any government like this one that made it a core pillar of its agenda, call it Themes Plus agenda, we always want to ensure that it makes the people to move. Because where you do not do that, you only have a congested metro city. And where that is, you are locking down your economy.
Okay, so someone just sent in this and is talking about security on our waterways, and she's asking that, you know, this has been a challenge in some coastal communities, and how can security agencies be integrated into this system?
The security agencies have already been integrated. Don't forget that we have the Lagos State Security Trust Fund that are providing the backup security architecture. Don't also forget that we have now in Lagos State a control center where you have monitors that covers all of our jetties and all of our waterways. no matter the size of the waterways, be it swamp, be it running water, be it lagoon, even up to the Atlantic. So there was an instance few years ago where we have a high-profile Nigerian kidnapped somewhere. Remember, recall. It was the help of this tech development that was deployed that made the state captured that. They rolled over that in record time. Okay. So I do not see any worry because the security system are already integrated in the Lamata architecture to protect all our waterways. And indeed, in fact, if we look at other littoral states, you discover that Lagos have the safest for now in terms of name it any threats that might want to come on the waterways. They get to know and they nip it in the bud.
Okay, compared to, now we're comparing the blue line and the red line with the Omi Èkó project now. So where does this particular project now stand in terms of transformational impact?
It will further improve on the commuting alternatives that you have given to Lagosians. It will make transportation easier, faster. It will make commuting a leisure. It will open up unprecedented opportunities in terms of tourism potentials that are locked down in Lagos because of access. Remember that when you have Governor Akinwumi Ambode here in the state, Lagos was generating so much money, especially in December periods like this. In terms of, so you now see what I know. A lot of people that are inspired by the blue line already, that are wondering whether this is Lagos or Egypt or Cairo or wherever, and thinking that, look, you are not selling it enough. They are not sure that this is actually Lagos. So it's actually attracting a lot of diaspora Nigerians that come into Lagos who want to ride on that blue lane this December. And so you see that just in the same way, the waterways will also attract more people by the time all of these initiatives come to be. Okay.
Don't think about what I told you about myself earlier, you know, being afraid of traveling on water. In future, do you see about 25 to 50% of Nigerians traveling by water?
This government is very humble.
Okay.
They just want to have 5% of
Lagosians
traveling on water. You know, yes, other governments will dip in the thing.
Why is
but
that?
let them even achieve that milestone.
Why is there so much fear?
It is not about fear.
Okay.
No, it's not about fear. It is from where we are coming. You know, it's just as you get out of your office, the only alternative you have to move about is either you have your car or you can up on a public transport. For those in riverine areas, the only alternative to have, even to buy pepper, even to buy salt, is to go on the watercraft. So it is just that. But if you are now pushing it to make it as a public transport system, that means you are now inviting more people that lives on the mainland that wants to go to the island but want to avoid the traffic. To now come there. Now that's another business. So that is what government is now deliberately shifting attention to. So it's not about, of course, several times.
What was your experience like?
Very good, very fantastic. Of course, you have the tumblings, you have the shield. If you are traveling on it for the first time, which happened to me, you want your heart will always want to jump into your you know, that is expected, you know. But you see, the more of such experience you have, the confidence will now come in that yes, it's all. I mean, you go on bumps on the road now, so
turbulence in the air.
Yes, you understand. So it is the same thing. You know, I think it's the way to go. we have really deepened the content of road transportation. We have deepened the content of air transportation. Let us take the water as the new assignment for us. And I believe that really it saves time. Those who have been on the water could attest to that.
It saves time. I'm yet to be convinced. Thank you very much, Yinka Aderibigbe, journalist, social affairs commentator, and he's been talking about the Omi Èkó Project. I hope one day I'll pull
a call across to last one to ensure that they come for you and take you on one of those trips. And if it's a guided trip, if it's a guided trip, you won't feel it. So that will give you the confidence to go on your own one day.
Water.
Or maybe if you find yourself around, you are not living where people like us live.
Where
around the Korodu and Ko.
Oh, okay. So
if you do,
where sometimes you don't have a choice.
You understand. You don't have a choice but to do, especially when you are running out of time and you need to cut that appointment. The only other option would be to go on. And it's very, very, very interesting. Okay, very enchanting.
I'll try it with my other colleagues, Abimbola and Ajibola, someday.
Please, let it be this December.
Let it be this December. No. There will be too much rush there. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Yinka Aderibigbe, once again.
Thank you.
We'll go on a short break. When we come back, the conversation continues.